my voice sounds a bit funny, but the show must go on. So I'm just going to set up YouTube.
Oops.
Oh, that's Wolfie's job that he forgot. And I'm also going to set up TikTok. And we're going to start with some jokes. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as when you can. And we really appreciate all of our followers so far. We really love that you're getting into what we're doing. So once again, if you want to say hi in the chat and ask any questions, we love that. Some of you may be celebrating New Year's Eve, the last day of the year tonight. So I hope that you all have a really good time. And I'm going to start with some jokes. So don't forget that you can send us your drawings next year or send us a book to read to Unicorn and Wolfie, P.O. Box 8648, Mount Gambier East, South Australia 5291. So now, are we ready for a joke? How many skunks does it take to stink out a room? A few.
Oh, no.
If horses wear shoes, what do camels wear? Desert boots.
Okay, I think we have to get you a new book.
Yeah, we'll get a new book. Okay, I've got a couple more before we start the story. What kind of a mistake does a ghost make? A boo-boo. What does a ghost do when he gets in a car? Puts his sheet belt on.
You guys can't see, I'm just shaking my head.
He's shaking his head. What's a mummy's favourite kind of music?
Rap.
Rap. Rap music. Oh dear. Okay. And why are ghosts such terrible liars?
They're transparent.
Nearly. Because you can see right through them. That's our jokes for the night. Alright, we haven't had no lies.
We won't mention the 50 people that just left.
Yeah, the 50 people that just left. I'm just going to have a little cough. Okay. So this is The Tales from the Gum Tree by May Gibbs. The Dragonfly Races. Ooh. One morning, Snugglepot and Cuddlepie were lazing in the sunshine when zoom, a cluster of glittering dragonflies flew overhead. How I'd love to fly, said Snugglepot dreamily. I wonder how it would feel to race through the blue, blue sky. Perhaps I might get the chance today at the dragonfly races. Ooh. I would rather stay safely on the ground, Cuddlepie said. Besides, only expert flyers can ride dragonflies, he added. But Snugglepot pretended not to hear. The usually sleepy bush was now bustling. Crowds of bushfolk had come from far and wide to enjoy the fun, and the nuts had never seen so many of them in the one place. Hello, Finn. How are you? Hi, Eshan. It's a little bit different to what you've seen before. Excellent. Hello, young friends, Mr. Lizard called out. Remember last night, Mr. Lizard went on an adventure with Snugglepot and Cuddlepie. He was dressed so smartly, Snugglepot and Cuddlepie hardly recognised him. What would you like to do first? He asked. I would like to ride a dragonfly, said Snugglepot. I think you'd better leave that to the racers, Mr. Lizard laughed. How about the slides? They had a wonderful time whizzing down the slides on their leaves, slurping cups of nectar and riding on the swings. They enjoyed themselves so much, Snugglepot forgot all about flying. Thanks, Finn. Happy New Year. We're really good. I have a sore throat and a cough, but apart from that, we're all good. I hope you have a happy New Year as well. Mr. Lizard called them over. Come and see this. High up in the branches above the Borina babies were putting on a daring acrobatic show. The audience was spellbound as the performers swung on their trapeze and somersaulted through the air. I hope they don't fall, Cuddlepot whispered. The spiders have woven a net, so they'll be quite safe, reassured Mr. Lizard. You're very welcome, Finn, and thank you so much for the follow. Look out, Snugglepot cried. The audience gasped as the Borina baby suddenly let go of the trapeze. Using her petals as a parachute, she floated across the clearing. All the Borina babies were now flying through the air, laughing as the breeze filled their petals. It seems everyone can fly except me, said Snugglepot. Trying not to be sad, I would so love to fly. Never mind, Mr. Lizard comforted. Maybe when you're older you will. To fly takes a great deal of practice. Snugglepot knew Mr. Lizard was right. But I wish I was up there, she said wistfully, watching the gliding acrobats. Just then there was a rustle overhead. A beautiful butterfly emerged from her cocoon, ruffling her wings to dry them in the sun. Suddenly there was another flash of colour, and then another. The butterflies were waking up after their long slumber. Cuddlepie clicked his fingers with a grin. I know how you can fly. Flagging down a butterfly, Cuddlepie whispered in her ear. She nodded and fluttered over to Snugglepot. My name is Sunburst. Where would you like to go? She asked Snugglepot. Snugglepot's eyes widened in amazement. Really? He asked. Up to the sky, please. He climbed onto the butterfly's back and with a flap of her wings, she gently took Snugglepot upwards. Oh my, cried Snugglepot. I'm flying. I'm really flying. He couldn't believe he was up in the big blue sky, and it was simply glorious. Kids, could you imagine being up in the sky, flying like that? Excuse me. Wait for me, Cuddlepie called out to Snugglepot and hopped onto a waiting butterfly. It moved so slowly and gracefully, he felt quite safe. It was as if he was travelling on a cloud. Waving goodbye to Mr. Lizard, the butterflies took the nuts right across the whole carnival. They marvelled at all the sights far below them. This is amazing, shouted Snugglepot, full of glee, as his butterfly looped the loop. Cuddlepie smiled, but was glad his did not do that. Hey guys, how are you? Gosh. Oh, hey Ben, how you going? This is my moonlighting. Feel free to hit the love heart button. Whoops. I forgot this page. I'm going to read this page now. I've got a bit of a cold, so that's why I'm sounding a bit yucky. Hi Josh, how you going?
Beyonce.
And is that Backer? Is that you, Backer?
I'm not sure.
I reckon it is. Because he was trying to change his name to Backer like he's real.
Maybe some.
Yeah, I thought so. I knew before Ozzy did.
And the other one's called Beyonce's.
Yeah, that's Ben.
Okay.
I used to work with Ben at Uni SA. When the butterflies finally landed, both nuts were absolutely giddy with joy. Did you enjoy flying, Snugglepot? Asked Mr. Lizard, who was waiting for them. Oh, yes, said Snugglepot, bouncing with excitement. Did you see me fly? I had the best time ever. And what about you, young Cuddle Pie? Mr. Lizard smiled. Why, flying isn't so scary after all, Cuddlepot said. Next time, shall we find a dragonfly? Oh gosh, even Cuddlepot's getting excited.
Bacca luck is real. Bacca luck is real.
Yeah, not as real as unicorn luck. Hey, Bacca, if you're on tonight, if you want a pet, you'd better get onto Aussie's live stream. Hi, Len, how you doing? All right. Just then, some of the Waddle and Veronia children began climbing onto swings, spun from the strongest spider silk. They hung from low-lying branches of the river gums. The children swung out far over the creek, letting go to plunge into the rippling water below. Splash! It was a wonderful game that had them shrieking with laughter. Just remember not to stand up in your boat, Bright Eyes called. I wonder if the book would work this way. Oh, wow. 100 of the New Year's crepes. That's great. Hi, HRT-less, Heartless. I'll call you Heartless. Yeah, the plushies in the back are great, aren't they? Aren't they fantastic? I set them up. Okay, I'll keep reading like this. Just remember not to stand up in your boat, Bright Eyes called out as Snugglepot and Cuddlepie settled into their canoes. The nuts followed Bright Eyes out across the creek. Wait for me, Cuddlepot shouted as he went around in a circle. You need to paddle on both sides, called Bright Eyes, laughing. Watch me. Once he got the hang of paddling, Cuddlepie started to enjoy bobbing across the water. Snugglepot was also enjoying gliding across the water. This is the life. Until they wobble out of their canoe. Oh, I didn't actually know they were going to wobble out of their canoe. There was a commotion as a paddle boat went by, churning up the water. A family of lizards was pedaling the large wheel with their long, strong legs. Look, it's Mr. Lizard, said Cuddlepie. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Lizard, he waved. But the lizards were too busy laughing to notice the little gum nut. Cuddlepie stood up to attract their attention. Whoa, that was his first problem. He stood up. Have you guys ever stood up in a canoe? I have, and yes, I have fallen out of a canoe, a kayak. I've fallen off surfboards, boogie boards, whatever. I've fallen off everything.
Be honest, you were pushed.
I was pushed. Yeah, of course I was. Mr. Liz, wah! Shouted Cuddlepie, wobbling dangerously in the wash of waves. He lost his balance and fell out of his canoe, head first, disappearing into the water with a gentle plop. Splish, splash, splosh! The Barina and Waddle babies continued with their noisy game, and the paddle boat swished around the bend. There was so much going on, the lifeguards didn't even notice that Cuddlepie had fallen into the creek. What kind of lifeguards are they? Joyce. Luckily, someone else had noticed. Reaching the other bank, Snugglepot was now clutching one of the spiderweb swings. Hold on, Cuddlepie, Snugglepot shouted to his friends as he jumped. Swoosh! Snugglepot whipped across the water, reaching down and stretching out his hand. Got you, he cried, pulling a very wet gum nut out of the creek. I'm soaked from my head to my toes, Cuddlepie spluttered, sailing through the air. Everyone gasped as Snugglepot gently dropped him onto dry land. You've never been in a canoe before? Need to put it on your bucket list. I don't think boating's for me, Cuddlepot shivered. As Snugglepot wrapped him in a warm leaf, the air grew chilly and the sun began to set, so Bright Eyes built a crackling campfire. You'll be dry and toasty in no time, he told his wet friend. The group joined Cuddle Pie around the warm fire and roasted some delicious seeds for their supper. Cuddle Pie was beginning to feel a bit better now he had some yummy honey tea inside him. Everyone was talking about Snugglepot's daring rescue of Cuddle Pie. The way you came flying through the air was simply rippling, said a young frog. You got there so quickly. It was treetop, said Baronia Baby. Bright Eyes laughed. What an adventure you have had. I didn't expect anyone to do any fishing today. I think I landed the catch of the day, said Snugglepot, cuddling his friend and smiling. Everyone roared with laughter. Cuddle Pie, loudest of all. The moonlit pageant. Oh, there's another story in here. It was a few days until Mr. Kookaburra's party. Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie were very excited. Let's take a trip into the big city to buy her a special present, said Snugglepot. Oh yes, cried Cuddle Pie, clapping his hands. I'm sure we'll find a very special present there. So the nuts emptied their piggy banks and put their money inside their hats. The big city was very far, so they took a cricket taxi. Why not, when you're a nut? Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie enjoyed the ride, but they were glad when the sky turned pink and they could stop for the night. I'm so tired. Oh, yawned Cuddle Pie. That was a real yawn too, everyone. Acted that well. Look, butterfly cocoons. Snugglepot pointed to a nearby branch. Let's borrow two, he said. Wrapped up in the soft silk, the nuts were soon asleep. But in the middle of the night, they were suddenly awoken by a loud howling beneath their tree. Oh, could that be Wolfie?
Oh.
What's that? Cuddle Pie trembled, peeping out of his cocoon. I don't know, Snugglepot said with his hands over his ears. There they go again, making such a din, an elderly blossom complained, looking out from her tiny house above. Nobody can get any sleep around here.
Yes, Becky, his name is Jack.
Yes, Bucker, that's my dog. He blends in well, doesn't he? Looking down, Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie saw two koalas, bathed in moonlight, howling with happiness. So, for those of you who don't know much about koalas, they sound like this. True story. How'd I do, Wolfie?
Very good.
Yeah, that's a real koala sound. Sound effects tonight. Oh.
Be great for you, sorry.
Yeah. Actually, it made it feel better. And lots of tired little nut and blossom faces peeking out all around. What are they doing? Oh, dear. Snugglepot asked the old lady. Singing. Mr. and Mrs. Koala always do it when the moon is out. Doesn't much sound like singing to me. The blossom went inside, rumbling to herself. I excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Koala, Snugglepot called out. Could you please be a little quieter? We're all trying to sleep. Mr. Koala laughed. Ha ha, young nut. Isn't the moon beautiful? We love it so. And the awful noise continued. We need to make the koalas forget about singing to the moon, Cuddle Pie said. Then everyone can get a good night's sleep. I have an idea. Excuse me. They gathered the weary neighbours and told them of their plan. Nodding and smiling, everyone went back to their beds as the moon slid behind the clouds. The next day, everyone eagerly came together. They were going to put on a magnificent show. They sewed feathers and petals and leaves, and Snugglepot and Cuddlepie spent all day helping the performers practice. They were so hard at work, they forgot all about their journey to the big city. Don't worry, Cuddlepie, now I have an idea, said Snugglepot. He scribbled a note and gave it to the cricket to deliver. Hi, Robbo. When it became dark and the moon once more lit up the night sky, Mr. and Mrs. Koala climbed down from their tree. Before they could open their mouths to sing, Snugglepot spoke. Mr. and Mrs. Koala, just for you, would like to present the Moonlight Pageant, he said. One by one, the performers came onto the stage. The flannel flower babies performed an elegant ballet, accompanied by frog and cricket choir. When the water babies put on a funny magic show, they can hide a lot of things in their fluffy yellow clothes, you know. By gum, I haven't laughed this much in years, said Mr. Koala, as another act appeared. Mr. and Mrs. Koala were so enchanted they didn't look up at the moon once. When the curtain finally fell, the clapping and cheering was deafening. The night was a huge success. Already.
They're getting in early, Backer.
They're getting in early, Backer, aren't they? Does that mean Mocca's online now? Mocca, send us a message if you're on. Chatty, yappity yap yap. Well, well, here are my good friends, a familiar voice said. Mrs. Kookaburra, what are you doing here? Asked Cuddlepie. Mrs. Kookaburra held out a note. I heard about your show, so I had to fly over and see it for myself, and what a treat it was, she smiled. It was a wonderful birthday present. Snugglepot and Cuddlepie grinned back. Happy birthday, Mrs. Kookaburra. Oh, gosh, Backer, it's only 4 o'clock. Okay, Finn was talking to me. I'd responded to Finn during the story. Hi, Chelsea. How are you? And that's the end of those two rather long stories. What are we at, Wolfie? 10 minutes?
23.
We're at 23 minutes already.
You had 13 watching on YouTube.
To save my voice, I am going to put this book away for next year, and then we can have a chat. I'm going to tell some jokes and we can have a chat, right? Now that Bucker's on and... Oh, hey, Chelsea. Okay, so just to let everybody know, we have TikTok and YouTube streaming at the same time. So if I respond to someone and you can't see their comment, it's because they might be on the other platform. Or I'm just making it up. Thank you for the gift, Chelsea. Woo! Yeah, Aussie, it has been a crazy year. Oh, sorry, Mocha. Aussie Wolfie's over there. Who I don't know who I'm calling who. I'm going to go Jokes Unplugged. Again. Oh, there goes
There you go, Backer. There you go, Backer. There's the dog.
There's the dog. The dog left, Backer. Where are we ready for the jokes? I want to hear the groans. Loud groans. Yeah, Wolfie's holding the camera. Well,
Monitoring.
he's sitting behind the camera. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed? Anyone?
Oh, we're into jokes. Oh.
We're on to jokes. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed? At the bottom.
God.
Where did the king keep his armies? Up his sleeveys.
I was going to say left shoulder, right shoulder.
Yeah. All right. What did the stamp say to the envelope?
Chelsea. Stop.
Stop. Stop.
Can you repeat that last one?
What did the stamp say to the envelope?
Anyone?
Stick with me and we'll go places.
Logical.
Why was the maths book sad? Because it had too many problems. Oh, Jack, we know that you're here.
Jack, knock it off.
Jack. Never work with children and animals.
We work with both.
I do both. I'm crazy. Alright. Mocha, yappy yap yap. Come on. You too, Chelsea. Right. What did one wall say to the other wall?
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing.
Oh my God.
No, I'll meet you at the corner.
Okay.
Hey, yer. What do you call a dinosaur with magic powers? Oh, Mocha, go away. Still waiting for the funny jokes. Then hit the like button, lots and lots of the love heart button, and I'll tell a funny one, alright? What do you call a dinosaur with magic powers? Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, you're right there, sitting with your butt to the camera. It's very ladylike. I mean, manly. Oh, yeah, trying to yeah, sorry, Bucka. I don't really understand them either.
They're thinking like really bad dad jokes.
What do you think the tiniest vampire gets up to all at night? I'm going to say that again because I messed it up. What do you think the tiniest vampire gets up to at night? Your ankles. Oh, those crickets. Hey, Charlotte. Oh, yeah. Look at this one. This is called Blue. Oh, now we've got an avalanche. This is Blue. My Lemure pony that I paid way too much money for. I'm not going to tell you how much because it was silly. When I went to a horse event in Melbourne. So that's Blue. And these other miscellaneous little ones that I bought Chelsea years ago. Anyway, here's Blue. Saying hello. Right. Anyone for another joke? I think everyone's gonna like legitimately leave now because I'm telling bad jokes. No, I don't like that one. Hashtag not you. Well, you're my number one liker, Chelsea, so What did the teddy bear say when he was offered dessert? I chose the jokes. Mocha. Hi Grace, how you going? Okay, what did the teddy bear say when he was offered a dessert? No thanks, I'm stuffed. Oh, here we go. Have you heard the joke about the butter? I better not tell you. You might spread it. Alright. So did I tell this one last night? Two men walked into a bar. You would have thought one of them would have seen it. Did anybody get that thing?
Mocha, I claim no responsibility.
Okay, Becca, we'll see you a bit later. I'm going to be on Aussie's live stream. I may or may not talk, but I'll be around the place. I will definitely be playing.
She can't control herself, she'll definitely yap.
I will yap. I always yap. Oh, you didn't like that one, Mocha. Come on. I need a joke. Anyone got a joke?
Give us your joke, Mocha.
Yeah, Mocha, give us your best joke. Gee, we got 14 watching on, 10 now, watching on YouTube. Goodness me.
Not bad for a new channel.
That was so unfunny. I know, I'm unfunny. I'm not a funny one. I don't mean to be not funny, but, you know.
Keep it up, Mocha. You'll be on the couch.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be sleeping on the couch tonight, Mocha. For those of you that don't know, Mocha is my husband. Oh, I've ousted you now, Mocha.
Did you hear him? I am on the couch.
Yeah, that's funny. So, for those of you who are almost following along, Wolfie said, "Be careful, Mocha, you'll be on the couch tonight." And he yelled out, "I'm already on the couch." Oh, that's funny. So here's my big unicorn, my small pony, my Lemure pony, and my actual real dog. This one is not a toy. Although he looks a bit like a toy now that I'm covered in toys. Go, "Hello everybody, my name's Jack." Oh, isn't he so cute? Oh, Jack. I heard Chelsea yell when I did that. Jack's so tired. Oh, he was cute. I'm just watching it on YouTube. Okay, what are everybody's New Year's Eve plans? Does anybody have any good plans for New Year's Eve? I'm going to go to bed. That's what I'm going to do for New Year's Eve because I'm a little bit sick. Oh, Mocha, you haven't, we lost all our YouTubers. Mocha, where's your joke? I think he's logged on.
Oh, he's there. How about you guys on TikTok? Anyone got a joke?
Anyone on TikTok got a joke? Come on, Chelsea, hit me with a joke.
What smells funny? Clown poo.
Isn't.
That's my reaction.
Chelsea, decline. Decline. That was so funny. You didn't write stop. Who wants a 6-7? Chelsea, I'm surprised Lockie hasn't logged on. Oh dear. Well, if no one has a joke, I think I'm going to wrap it up a little bit. Hi, Fishy Flicks. You've walked into joke time, so if you have a joke, feel free to type it in the chat box. Or anyone on YouTube, feel free to write us a joke and I'll read it out. And I probably won't understand it, I must say, but that doesn't matter at all. Only time housework comes before quilting is in the dictionary. Oh. That was a grandma joke.
Just you're like, get out.
Mocha, that was worse than my jokes. The only time housework comes before quilting is in the dictionary. Nah. I don't think so. Bye-bye. Hi, Troy. How you going? Thanks for joining. We're on jokes. So if you've got a good joke, I will say it aloud and give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So if it's good, it'll get a thumbs up. If it's mid, it'll get a mid thumb.
You'll at least get a shout out.
And yeah, you'll get a shout out. At the very least. I think it's only Mocha online now. YouTube. Hi Sophie, how you going? You've walked into jokes time. So feel free to give us a joke. And you'll get thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs in the middle. Your favourite joke. Come on, Chelsea, what's your favourite joke? Otherwise, I'm going to read another one from this amazing book. Waiter, what is this fly doing in my soup? Freestyle, I believe. Hi Frank, how you doing?
Chelsea. I know yours.
I know yours. What's my favourite joke, Chelsea? What did the shark say when he ate the clownfish? This tastes a little funny.
That was a better one than your last one, bro.
That's not bad, Mocha. That's better than the ones I've been telling.
The wasabi one. It's so bad.
Wasabi?
You're going to tell a joke now.
What was the joke?
You don't remember your own joke?
No. You don't remember it either. Do either of you out in the lounge room remember the wasabi joke?
What does the sushi say to the bee?
What did the sushi say to the
Bee.
to the bee? Yeah, what did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi?
There goes our remaining viewers.
Yeah, there they all logged off. Now it's just family online who are still supporting us. Thank you, family. Why do doctors wear masks? Why do doctors wear masks? Because if they make a mistake, the person won't know who did it.
Oh, that's ouch.
Hey, Ruby. How you doing? Ruby Doobie. I like your name. Ruby Doobie. Ruby Boob. Oh, no, Ruby Doobie. We'll cut that bit out. Ruby Doobie.
You can't cut that. It's live.
Doctor, I'm so ugly. What can I do about it? Hire yourself out for Halloween parties.
Okay, I think
it's a wrap.
I think that's your cue to.
Stop. Uh-oh.
Chelsea, I need
Wolfie is going to get grumpy at me because this has not been my best live stream ever.
Chelsea, I'm waiting for the start.
Yeah, waiting for the... Oh, hang on.
From Mr. Mocker.
Good one, Mocker. Ready? New joke. Submitted by my husband. Why did the frog take the bus to work today? Because his car got towed away. TOAD. Mocker.
That's better.
That was a dad joke and a half.
I think you're on Google.
Okay. Alright, everyone. I'll do my regular. I'm getting tired. And Jack's getting tired too. It's a legitimate yawn. Oh, I am tired. And here's Jack. Jack's getting tired and grumpy too. Oh, wish a good night to everybody. Good night. And this is Unicorn signing off for the last time this year. And I'll see you next year when I'm feeling better. No, I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Adelaide time. Thank you to all our likers and subscribers. We really appreciate you following us. And don't forget, Aussie Wolfie will be live tonight. So Aussie Wolfie _1 playing Roblox. So
On YouTube.
On YouTube, not TikTok, just YouTube. So please, like and subscribe to Aussie Wolfie _1. He and I will hopefully be giving away some Grower Garden pets. We'll be playing subscribers' choice of games. And I cannot wait to play some new games because I'm terrible at them.
And a massive thank you to Chelsea.
Yes, massive thank you to Chelsea for all of the gifts that she's been giving us.
Mr. Backer, I thought you went to eat.
Backer, I thought you ate. That was the quickest eating ever. And don't forget, Aussie Wolfie and his partners have been very hard at work developing and releasing Animal Tower Defense on Roblox. So please, I got the name right the first time ever. So Animal Tower Defense on Roblox. Get your kids on it, get adults on it, doesn't matter. But from what time are you streaming from tonight?
10 p.m.
From 10 p.m. onwards, he'll probably be doing it all through the night. I won't be. I will be snoring.
We're going to do giveaways on Grower Garden, Steal a Brain Rot, Animal Tower Defense, and then we're going to game with subscribers on whatever they choose to do.
Awesome. And I will be giving away stuff too. I don't even know if I have any brain rots, but if I do, I'll give them away. Chelsea, you can give me some brain rots. Okay, guys. Good night from Unicorn, Jack, the other unicorn, Wolfie, and Blue.